Hello. We are live coming from the hammock. Actually, I wanted to show the beautiful tree that I'm under. We are live coming from the hammock. This is video 7. I wanted to just, pop on and talk about the fleeting nature of this life. I've talked before about how things are, the only thing we can really count on is change, and things are always changing. That it's important to see things as they are and be present, but just know that things are always going to change. I need a haircut. And going off of that, a good example of this fleeting nature that we have is I grew up a really big Philadelphia Eagles sports fan, and 2017, 2018, when they won the Super Bowl, was euphoric and just awesome, crazy. And the whole storyline with Nick Foles, and I was happy. It was a great time. I guess I kind of felt like, or I did feel like, this is it. Like, this is all I need. Like, my life's complete. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Like, as a fan, that's kind of how you feel. And growing up, loving and cherishing and just being all about a sports team, when they finally hold that trophy, it's just like, dang. But I saw this video interview with Nick Foles, who was the winning MVP quarterback, and he's a real, I want to say spiritual, but also religious guy, because there's a difference between spirituality and religion. I guess I'll go off on that tangent. So spirituality is just like knowing that there's something more than just physical and mental understanding, I guess. And religion is that material happening of that spirituality. It's a form of spirituality. Or it's like there's different religions, and religions are a specific form of spirituality. Anyway, he's like Christian, Catholic, which is how I grew up, and I think he wants to be a pastor afterwards. Anyway, he's got a real cool perspective on life, and he was saying how the Super Bowl, I don't know if he realized it right after. I'm sure he partied a lot, but eventually he said that it was all fleeting. Even something so great, I'm sure, like being an NFL quarterback, that's like the tip of the iceberg, but he had the whereabouts and the time to reflect and understand that it was an absolutely great thing that happened, but it's in the past. It's fleeting. He's never going to physically have it again. That's okay. I mean, and so when I heard that as an Eagles fan, and being where I am in my life with my perspective, I was like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think 10 years ago, if the same situation happened, I'd be like, F you, Nick Foles. I don't know if I can curse yet, so I'm still waiting to curse on here, but I'd be like, F you, Nick Foles. And I'd, have a lot of resentment, be like, no, that was the greatest thing ever, like, F you. And, but now I'm like, I see the bigger picture, and I realize, that 2017, 2018 is over, and we won it, we did it, it was such a great thing, it'll always be in our memory, but you gotta keep moving on. The what's the word? The purpose is to keep going on, to move on to the next season, try and win it again, live your life to the fullest, continuously wake up every day and try and be great, regardless of what happened the day before, regardless of what happened the year before, the Super Bowl before, and regardless of what happened when the Eagles won it all. Still got to get out there and grind, get that bread, or leave. Peace out. That's a TikTok. But yeah, gosh, I went on for a while with that. But this life's fleeting. I then also wanted to, while I'm sitting in front of this tree, I just wanted to bring to your attention that we can learn a lot from trees. They're a living thing. Just like us, they don't have a central nervous system or the brain capacity. But they are nature, and so they're one of, if not the most closest thing to nature. They give life. They provide so many things. And if you think about their lifespan, it's so much longer than ours. They live a very slower life. They do communicate. It's been proven they do communicate to other trees around them. Like they're talking, but not in the same way that we physically move our mouth and create sound. They communicate in a different way, and that's a different perspective. They're very functional, and they're just not functional in the same way that we are, where we can go pick up something on the ground and I learn about trees, man. They're really cool. Anyway, I don't have like a tree fetish or anything, but to add to that, every single person on every walk of this life, every single human, I mean every living thing, even every non-living thing, you can make the argument, but I'm talking about specifically every human has a different perspective. And, a different race, different ethnicity, different walk of life, different socks on their feet, different skin color, different this, different that. So to think that we can all come to, for example, a conversation or a place, a situation with the same mindset, exact same mindset, or perspective, or agreement is irrational to think. And I think that it would be smart to take that into consideration, and having that knowledge, gain a wisdom to go into every situation or meeting a new person with the realization that they have a different perspective and they're equally as human as you, but it's just humans are very different. And so what was my next thing? Let's see if I can do that. Okay, yeah. And so with that being said, everyone does something different, whether it be their job or going to a school or doing a different sport. Everyone does something different, and even if they do things very similarly, you know, their head's different, their body's different, their thought process is different. So even if they're like playing the same sport, you know, things are still different for everyone. And you just gotta take that perspective and treat life like a grain of salt. Because every grain of salt's different, I guess, would be the saying. But no, prioritize your life. You know, everyone grows up to do different things, and you have to prioritize what you want to do based on your morals and your beliefs and how you want to live your life. And taking that perspective that everything's different. Everyone has a different perspective. You want to treat people the way you want to be treated. You want to be kind. You want to fight for what's right, you know. And there's levels to that. There's levels to everything. You want to stay woke and realize what you want to accomplish and prioritize, my man. You know what I mean? I can elaborate, but